Hello, Lucy. Hello, Acadia. My book for you today is called Princess Unlimited. Princess Unlimited. There's a dragon up there. That's a princess with a bow and arrow. And we're going to this is Eleanor. I know you have a friend named Eleanor, but this is somebody else named Eleanor. She's a housekeeper who works in the castle. So let's hear about Princess Unlimited. Princess Unlimited. There she is, sitting in her castle. It's got a picture of her parents up there. Here we go. A nice picture here. All right, now, what's that? It's like there's a dragon in the window. Princess Susan. Okay, her name is Susan. And Susan has a little dog. It's so cute. I like dogs. Princess Susan lived in a castle high atop a hill in a room filled with sparkles and frilly dresses. Okay, she lives in a room in a castle, and there are sparkles and frilly dresses. But down below, the kingdom has a problem, a dragon problem. See, these are the people down here. They're living in the kingdom. They're the normal people, and there's a dragon that's terrorizing them. Look, there's a shadow, the shadow of the dragon. So they're having problems down below, and up in the castle, the king and the queen just care about sparkles and frilly dresses. You see the people, what they're doing to try to fight the dragon? This one has a tin bucket over his head as a helmet, and he's fighting with a mop. And this woman here is fighting with an umbrella. It looks like they don't have any weapons. That's a problem. You can't fight the dragon without any weapons. Okay, and here's Princess Susan. She says, "Why don't you buy the knights swords instead of making them use hedgehogs and drinking straws?" the princess asked. "I spent all the royal gold on sparkles and frills," said the king. "A princess needs frills." This is kind of frilly stuff here, these frilly dresses. "They help her look fancy," agreed the queen. "I don't need to look fancy," the princess said. "I need to help the kingdom. Let me earn more gold." But the king and the queen weren't listening. Okay, so here's Susan. She's trying to think, what do we do? They're spending all the money on sparkles and frills, and they don't buy weapons to fight the dragon. So Princess Susan is sitting there, and she hears this. "Psst," whispered Eleanor, the scullery maid. That's like a housekeeper. "There's a job opening in the kitchen." A job opening. So now maybe Princess Susan can earn some money to buy weapons. Let's see what happens. They scrubbed all day until the pots and pans shone like mirrors. But when it was time to pay the princess, "I'm sorry," said the chef. "All we have in the treasury is a moth, a used toothbrush, and more lemons than I can count." So there's no money. No money to pay Princess Susan for working so she can buy weapons. She says, says Princess Susan. "So all they have is a moth, a used toothbrush, and more lemons than I can count." So the lemons are going to give Susan an idea. Look, the dog has a toothbrush there. And there's the moth. That's all they have, because the king and the queen are using all the money for frills and sparkles. And look, what do you think is happening in this picture? It says free samples, and they're small little cups of lemonade. And she's got a lemonade stand. See the lemons? They're making lemonade, and they're selling lemonade to get money. "Ice cold lemonade for sale. Can't face the fiery breath of a dragon without a nice cold lemonade." Okay, so she's gonna make money by selling lemonade. "We sold 213 pitchers of lemonade, plus 4 cups. Princess Susan told her parents. That explains all the gold in the treasury, said the queen. We used it to buy more sparkles, said the king. Princesses need sparkles. They help her glitter, the queen agreed. What? Yelled Eleanor. That gold was for pokey, pointy things, not spangly, shiny things. You'll never defeat the dragon now. The crowd gasped. It was a crime for a scullery maid to talk back to the king. Ooh, so Eleanor is mad. But she's not going to get in trouble because the king and the queen, they still weren't listening. See, all they care about is sparkly, shiny things for their daughter. They just focus on their daughter. They're not worried about the people. The people need weapons to fight the dragon. Princess Susan told Eleanor, I'm promoting you to Vice Princess of Brave Truth-Telling. Okay, she's promoting the scullery maid Eleanor to Vice Princess. That's like second in command of the princesses of Brave Truth-Telling. Okay, she's brave because she tells the truth. And we're going to save this kingdom ourselves. They set off the next day. Dragons love kidnapping princesses in frilly dresses, warned Vice Princess Eleanor. See, she's worried. See that expression on her face? She's worried that the dragon might try to kidnap the princess. And the Princess Susan says, I'm counting on it. This is a sign that says dragon's lair. So they're headed toward the garden, the dragon. So Princess Susan has some idea. She's going to allow herself to be captured so she can fight the dragon, I guess. As they rode, they passed knights going to fight the dragon. Okay, the knights are going to fight the dragon. Look at that. There's this silly knight. He's just got a tin can on his head, a bucket, and he's got a mop. And I don't even know, this guy's wearing a barrel for armor. This person's riding a sheep instead of a horse because they have no weapons. And then they pass them coming back. They're coming back, and this one's wounded. Everybody looks like they're being defeated by the dragon. It's not going well. Princess Susan and Vice Princess Eleanor were almost at the dragon's cave when, look what's coming up behind them. When, oh no, what's going to happen? The dragon attacked. The princess threw a handful of sparkles into the air. So she's got her frilly dress on. She throws the sparkles into the air. So her plan is to use her sparkles and her frilly dress to fight the dragon. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but let's see. The sparkles reflected the dragon's flame like 1,000 tiny stars. Blinded, the dragon crashed into a rock wall and fell. So the sparkles reflected the flames and got in his eyes, and the dragon ran into the side of the mountain and he fell. Wait, cried Vice Princess Eleanor. You'll never kill the dragon without a sword. The little dog there's getting up on some rocks. He's not too thrilled, afraid of the dragon. Nobody is getting killed today, Princess Susan answered. She reached into her scabbard and pulled out. See the dragon, he's kind of stunned. He's lying on the ground, but Princess Susan is too nice. She doesn't want to kill him, so she reaches into her scabbard. A scabbard is usually something where you hold a sword. So she reaches into her scabbard and pulled out a contract. A contract. That's a legal document. A contract. I don't know if you know what a contract is, but that's a deal. That's a written agreement you make with someone. So she says to the dragon, Princess Susan says, I'd like to offer you a job, she told the dragon. You'll be able to buy all the sparkles and frilly dresses you want without having to kidnap a single princess. So she figured out maybe the dragon would like sparkles and frilly dresses. What's going on here? There's the dragon. So they're using the dragon to make fire. It says, hook up your house to the Dragon Fire Network. Get a Dragon Fire fireplace and never haul a load of wood again. So the job is the Dragon breathes fire in here, and then they pipe the heat to everybody's house, and everybody has hot air for their house to heat their house, and it comes from the dragon, and the dragon gets paid for that. So she gave the dragon a job. That's what politicians do sometimes. When they have trouble, they try to give people a job so that the people are happy again, because they have work and they can buy things. So that's what she did. She's very smart to figure that out. And before long, Princess Susan was well on her way to rebuilding the kingdom. How do you afford this? The king asked. My partners and I sold 3,294 Dragonfire Network subscriptions, plus 10 one-week trials, Princess Susan said. Let me read that again. See, she's doing some marketing. She charges people for the heat in their houses. People sign subscriptions and they agree to pay monthly to get the heat. And that's how she gets the money to pay the dragon. So she says, my partners and I, maybe her partner is Eleanor, and I sold 3,294 Dragon Fire Network subscriptions, plus 10 one-week trials, Princess Susan said. Her parents looked at each other in amazement and ran off. The vice president of Brave Truth-Telling, that's Eleanor, called after them. You never listen, you never listen. But this time they had listened. And they had a present for their daughter. They got her a present. What is it? A princess needs business cards, the queen said. They help her run her own business. The king agreed. So they got her business cards. I don't see the business cards in this picture. She's hugging her mother because, they're the business cards up there. I don't know if you girls know what business cards are, but when you're in business, you have a little card. It has your name and address and your email on it, and it says what your title is. That way you can give it to people, and it's a way for them to remember who you are, so they don't have to write it down. They have a little card with all that information on it. There we are. And here is what their business cards look like. This is Princess Susan, and some of them, sometimes it has your picture on it. This says, Princess Susan, head princess of Princess Unlimited. That's the name of her business, Princess Unlimited. This is Max. Max, his title is Chief Sock Eater. Chief Sock Eater. That's an interesting job. He eats socks. That's his job. Princess Unlimited. This is Eleanor, Vice President of Brave Truth-Telling, Princess Unlimited. And last, the name of the dragon, we finally learned the name of the dragon is Wyvern, W-Y-V-E-R-N. That's a very unusual name. Wyvern, and you see his card is burned a little bit because he got his breath on it. His title is Senior Dragon for Flame Provision. Senior Dragon for Flame Provision. So he makes the flames. Princess Unlimited. And that's the end of the book. That was a very cute story. So Princess Susan is very entrepreneurial. That's a hard word, but she's an entrepreneur. That means she innovates and thinks about new businesses and new ideas and ways to make money or to do good things. So that's what she is. She's an entrepreneur. That's your new word for the day. And I like this book. I hope you did too. I like meeting Max. We just found out what his name was right at the end. And that's the story of Princess Unlimited and Eleanor and Max and Wyvern the Dragon. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. Bye-bye, girls.